Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So for me, right, these three pillars are pretty much the way I run my, whether it be coaching with my staff, whether it be developing businesses with our third party customers and our brokers alike, whether it be just creating a new piece of content or marketing for anything really. I always fall down to these three pillars, and these for me, these three things that if you could literally build anything around these as long as you follow, in my mind, this mindset. And just to give you a bit of a backstory, right? Every for every single product that we buy, even if it's free, anything that we get in this world, right, it is solving an issue. Oh, I'm going to eat an apple because I'm hungry. Issue, I'm hungry. Offer, get the apple. So I'm giving away there what the pillars are, but the three pillars are issue, offer, differentiator. So let me give an example of some of the issues, and we'll go into some of the meat and drink around what's important around it. So, as I've mentioned, everything that a consumer, also everything that is available anywhere, is to combat an issue for me. Whether it be, it could be just something dead simple, a packet of envelopes. You're not buying them unless you want to post something, right? So, the issue is I need envelopes to post letters, cards, I'm going to buy them. So what's the offer? A packet of envelopes. Great. But are you going to sell more envelopes? Making it a bit different. And it's a boring example, but you can't, a differentiator there is just doing like a 2-for-1 on envelopes or whatever it is, or getting free stamps. But the point is, there's an offer for near enough every issue. Where brands and people alike can take it to that next level is essentially presenting your differentiator to that solution. Mm-hmm. So if I was to bring it to life in terms of, right, if I'm a brand owner, and in this example, I'm a brand owner and I am, let's say, a mortgage broker. Well, the issue is clear and obvious, right? Is that people want a mortgage. And you can define that 1,000 different ways. Want as in a first-time buyer, as in an existing borrower who wants to raise money to build an extension, is a buy-to-let landlord that wants a capital raise to grow further. There's the issue, right? There's a plethora of different ones you could think about. And then you think about the offer. Now, the offer doesn't have to be a lender. In fact, it's not the lender. The offer here is not what anyone else offers other than you as the brand. So the first pillar is I've identified an issue. The second pillar is, how do I, as a provider of that service solution to that issue, promote that offer? So that offer being, okay, I'm a first-time buyer. I need a mortgage. Great. Well, I am Mr. Broker that specializes in first-time buyers. Great. There's 1,000 other one of them. There's loads of brokers do the same thing, right? So third pillar, how are you different? What's your differentiator to these people? What is it that you offer that could really attract the attention of these would-be buyers and borrowers to make them buy into your brand, and in return, essentially become a lead generation tool? But I'll talk about that later. But they're the three pillars. So now the interesting part of that for me is if you talk that through, that can work with every single element of every single business in the world. So, it can work on marketing. So you can find out what the issue is, present what you offer, market why you're different. It could be staff development. Okay, what's the development needs? What do you offer? How can you be different to retain that individual services rather than lose them in the future to attrition for different employment types, if they move on, or you're trying to develop your people? It can be customer experience journeys. What issue have you found? What can you offer? How can you be different to your brand and your competitors? It can be taken across everything. It's not something that I'm not claiming to be an expert here and come up with this myself. I've kind of like re-engineered something that I read about many years back in a book called Sales Simplified by Mike Weinberg. If you've not read it, it's brilliant. And it literally does what it says on the tin, simplifies the sales experience. This is an American chap that flew all over the US, selling all sorts of different things, printers, software, whatever it may be. But he always found out what the issue was and what was different. And I thought, well, actually, mix a little bit in there. What's your offer? How are you going to continually be different? So I just thought maybe just design this model around that and come up with something that actually could work on most occasions. And that is the three pillars, really.